Hello, and welcome to Live with Chris, an interview podcast where we can learn and grow together. I am your host, Chris Oviedo, and I want to thank you for joining me today. And today's show is an invitation for all community members to mark their calendars and come to the Galleria in the Clark Library building on March 16th from 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. and be part of HEC's Spring 2023 Job and Internship Fair. And to talk about the fair, what you can expect, how to prepare for it, and more, I have three guests joining me this today. First, I'd like to welcome Howard Community College's Associate Director of Career Services, a friend of the show, Mr. Dave Turpak, who began his journey at HCC in 2013. He loves to help people discover what they would like to do for their careers, coordinates the HCC's job and internship fair, and enjoys bridging the connection between students and employers and the different opportunities this generates both ways. Dave, thank you for being with me today. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Next, I would like to welcome the payroll and HR specialist from Rule 4, Lisa Pototsky, who has been with the company since 2018 and is responsible for recruitment, processing payroll, and onboarding new hires. Welcome, Lisa.
Thank you so much for having me.
And last, but certainly not least, we have Janice Sainville, who is a transfer student from HCC, currently enrolled at S. Stevenson University. And during her time at HCC, Janice worked on her general studies and business administration degrees. She chaired a club. She joined an honors program. She earned a scholarship. And all of this, plus many, many, many more, while maintaining a 4.0 GPA. And now I know that she's paving a similar path of success at Stevenson University, where she is pursuing a degree in digital marketing with minors in graphic design and entrepreneurship. I'm tired just reading everything that you have done so far, Janice. I don't know how you get the energy, how you make the time to do all of that. It's a pleasure and an honor to have you here in the show. Welcome.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. I love that we're going to get to tell your story on our show today and that we have, Lisa and Dave, who I know you know well, to help us tell that story. So, Dave, I want to start with you. I want to hear about, the Office of Career Services. Remind everybody what the mission of the Office of Career Services here at HEC is.
Yes, thank you. So the Office of Career Services mission is very similar to the overall mission of Howard Community College, providing pathways to success. We do a lot of the work um, in the different areas to help students. One, helping students figure out what they want to do for their future career. Certainly coming into school, starting school, trying to figure out what path you want to go on. We are the office that will help you determine learning a little bit about yourself, exploring different career fields, and helping you make that choice. We're also the office that will help you with internships and having opportunities to try out different career fields through internships and different experiences, as well as preparing you for the world of work. So, life after HCC, whether that's transferring to a 4 year school, whether that's getting a job right after college. So, we do a lot of work with employers, just with job fairs, internship fairs, on campus recruiting to really bridge that connection between the student and employer so that they are able to find, again, their pathway to success.
Pathways to success, very much in line with the mission of the college. Janice, that pathway to your success, talk to us about that, the interactions that you have had with the Office of Career Services, what services they have provided you with, and how they have helped you pave that pathway to success.
I have booked an appointment with career services many times, and they've provided me with a lot of services. And one of them was talking about my future careers and my future goals because I want to do a lot of stuff in the future. And so, career services provided me with resume building, interviewing, working on my interviewing skills, and even setting up my LinkedIn profile. And so career services have provided me a way to be more confident in a way in my interviewing skills and um, in my resume.
And I'd love for you to expand a little bit, if you don't mind, and just talk to us about that experience. You just talked about, they helped me with my resume. I mean, we can all sit down and jot down on a piece of paper or on a Word document, whatever it may be, right? Where we have been, what we have accomplished, where we've worked. Um, what difference did it make to you specifically? How did it help you, create a better resume and really put your story on paper in a way that employers look at it and say, "Oh, I want to hire Janice. I don't want to hire Chris. I want to hire Janice. That's the person I want to hire." Talk to us a little bit about, how that assistance of the Career Services Office really make you feel confident and help you in navigating how to really present yourself on resume.
Okay. When I booked an appointment with Professor Crawford and I came into her office, me and her sat down and we talked about all of my accomplishments. And on the resume, we were able to document that in a way that I didn't have knowledge of. And so I came in and we worked on resumes, everything that I've accomplished, and how to put it down. And a couple weeks ago, I actually came into her office and I was like, I'm interested in applying for some marketing internships. And so we sat down, we updated my resume that we've worked on the past couple of months. And so we sat down, we went through, Google Jobs. We actually went through Handshake. That's a most popular app now. And we looked at job opportunities, what they're looking for, and updating my resume.
Hmm. Dave, let's talk about that, right? And the uniqueness of having that support, one on one, being able to come, especially when you're younger and you don't have a whole lot of professional background. And as a professional, many times I'm like, they want all of this experience, they want this, they want that. I'm like, how do I build that into my resume? How do I make sure that I tell my story and my abilities and what I bring, in a way that others can recognize it on that resume?
Yeah, we really enjoy working with, you know, clients and students from all, stages of their career development, whether, like you mentioned before, someone who might just be kind of starting out, uh, or somebody who's changing careers. And a lot of that is walking a student through the career development process or the cycle. And usually it starts with getting support, right? So having someone to talk to, someone that I can trust to, ask some of these questions. So sometimes we might go directly to family, or other resources, but the office within Career Services, they have staff that are willing to support you and help you. Often too, it might involve aspects of self-assessment, of learning about who you are. And the fun part about that for me is that sometimes changes over time. Interests change over time based on experiences. And so learning about yourself, learning about the world of work. Janice mentioned Handshake, which is our online job and internship database where we have different opportunities for students to see, where might I want to do an internship, or where might I want to find part-time or full-time work. And so a lot of that really is connecting with the resources that we do have, and trying to put your best foot forward and practicing with us with interviewing skills, with resume, to get a foot in the door, helping with cover letters. So we're really with students through all aspects of their career development, whether that be, I'm trying to figure out what I want to do versus I'm trying to get this internship or I'm trying to get this job. And even too, internships are a great way of finding what we might like, or we might have an experience and that helps us determine maybe this isn't for me. So we want to support students through that process so that they can align who they are with what they want to do.
Mm. Lisa, I want to ask you a question because, we're talking about our students coming and getting the resumes ready, right? We have Dave here who says we're ready to help our students present and put that resume together and present it to employers. How important is it, from your employer perspective, that our students actually bring a resume that's cohesive, that really paints a good picture? How does that enable them to get that opportunity when they come and present and they're against hundreds in some cases, right, of other candidates?
Well, I think the resume is very important. It shows that the student is organized and that if they bring it to the job fair, that helps us see that they're prepared for the situations that they're going to be involved in when they come to an employer like us.
What makes a strong resume? And I'll open it up for both you, Dave, and Lisa. And in your opinion, Dave, when you're looking at creating and building these resumes with our students, right? Denise just talked about, we had a whole conversation with Amy Crawford, one of our representatives there at Career Services, right? And she said, and I talked to her about all of my accomplishments, right? What makes a strong resume? Because we can maybe sometimes put too much, or maybe we can put too little.
Yeah, it's a really great question. And I would also open it up to others as well to chime in. From my perspective, one of the best pieces of advice that I give for folks is, when you start off with the resumes, first, have a version of everything you've done. That's very time consuming. It's a lot of work. But knowing all of that is very helpful because I think the key for the next step as you apply for different roles is to really customize your resume to the position as well as the company that you are going to apply to. So yes, you might want to start off broad, but it should be an evolving document that really matches well with the position that you're going to apply to. So for example, there might be, some relevant experience that you might put on there, or as a student, you might even want to highlight some relevant coursework that you've taken at HCC that might be relevant to the role or the position that you're applying to. So it is a little bit different for a job fair because at a job fair, you are going typically to a lot of different organizations. But again, Lisa mentioned being prepared. And the more prepared you can be, it might even be helpful or in your best interest to have a resume for, maybe each company that you plan to visit. And it might have very slight differences depending on the roles that you're looking to apply for. But in general, it's really trying to match what you've done with the position that you're going for and really spell out that match.
Lisa, as an HR professional, what is one piece of advice that you would like to leave our students with, throughout our conversation today, as they are looking to find that next job, that next step in their career? What's one thing that you would like our students to know?
That coming to the job fair is a great opportunity. You never know who you're going to meet there. And when you give out your resume and you meet someone, there's just a lot of different things that you could show them that you're about. As far as like for us, we typically hire for accounting, but that doesn't mean you have to be an accounting major. You could be any major, and if you're interested and you're willing to learn, then we're willing to teach.
Yeah, I hear possibilities. I hear opportunities. That's what I hear you guys talk about. Dave, let's talk about the job and internship fair, right? Like let's talk about that connection. You talked about when I introduced you, I talked about this beautiful thing that it's in your heart, the desire to help bridge the connection between the students and the employers. How does the fair support this goal of yours and of the Office of Career Services here at HEC?
Yeah. So it's our largest event of the year where everyone's in the same place at the same time with the same goal in mind, right? To get connected to opportunities. So that one of the main things that I recommend is yes, the job and internship fair is attended for students who are looking for those opportunities, But one of the things that I think sometimes goes undernoticed is students should attend even if they aren't looking for a great opportunity to connect, to learn, to grow, even to have a conversation with a professional. I actually was meeting with a student last week who's very interested in possibly a career in human resources. And I said to the student, I said, come to our job and internship fair. A good portion of the attendees of employers work in human resources. There's an opportunity for you right there to have some conversation. So it's not, yes, the overall arching goal is for connecting students to jobs and internships, and for the employers to be able to get the talent of our students for a great fit. But it's more than that too. It's the career development piece. It's taking risk. It's feeling confident and comfortable having conversations. It's presenting yourself with a resume. So a lot of great aspects of career development can happen from this one event. So I do think it's a great opportunity for all of our students to attend. And one thing that I'll plug super quick is we're actually, speaking of professional development, and Janice also mentioned this as well with Amy Crawford helping her with her LinkedIn. We're actually going to have a photographer taking professional photos of attendees during the event. So if you are dressed up, it's a great opportunity already. Have a picture, you can use it for your LinkedIn, you could use it for your email picture. And so it's just another opportunity that's afforded to you on Thursday, March 16th from 10 to 1.
That's fantastic. I mean, that's a couple $100 right there, savings for those who come in case you haven't gotten quotes for headshots out there. So thanks for that opportunity. Um, Lisa, talk to us a little bit about what motivates Rule 4 to continue partnering with HCC at this job and internship fair. What has been your experience so far?
So when I started here in 2018, my boss, who's the CFO, and one of the owners had already been coming because they are both HCC graduates. So that's, I think, our main motivation. And then for me, I have a nonprofit and school background. So that's my motivation to assist them in recruiting. And it's a great experience for us. We've enjoyed it. We've done really well recruiting from the career fair. I believe we've to date had about 10 interns from HCC, including Janice. It's a
Wow.
great experience. They come, they learn. It's a win-win. It's good for us. It's good for the school. It's good for the student.
That's wonderful, Janice. I'd like to hear from you. Why do you think everyone should come to the job and internship fair on March 16? I mean, maybe based on your own experience, what it has meant for you in the past. Why do you think that everybody should definitely be there on March 16?
Everyone should come to the job and internship fair on March 16th because if you want to do a lot of stuff and have a lot of interests but don't really know how or how to get started, this is a great place for you. And if you also want to get a hands-on experience and real life experience in the real world, you should come out.
Hmm. Real experience. I love that you brought that into this conversation, Janice, is that real experience. So I just heard that you actually have done an internship with Rule 4. Do you mind talking a little bit about your experience and what an internship has given you, how it has enriched your student career?
I was an accounting intern at Rule 4, and I've learned more about the accounting world and including accounting softwares. And I've also met professionals at the office too who has business backgrounds, accounting backgrounds. And I also had the opportunity to meet an interior designer because I'm interested in art and the design aspects of it. So I was able to meet her, which was awesome. And what I got away from it was learning what accounting is and how it connects to the business world and the importance of, math and accounting. And I was able to have hands-on experience, and working with the softwares and connecting with different people in the office and ultimately being in an environment with educated professional people.
Hmm. It's something that maybe I'm gonna venture to say you would have not taken an accounting class, it sounds like, necessarily. You can correct me if I'm wrong, right? It sounds like your
Right.
interests are in other areas, right?
Yes. At some point I wanted to pursue accounting, or I was watching a show and about the entertainment business. And so I was like, maybe one day I'll be a CFO. And so I come in into, being an accounting intern, and I learned more about it. And I'm like, maybe something else in business that I want to do. And so yeah, when I came up to the internship, I haven't taken accounting. I'm actually taking accounting at Stevenson University right now for the spring semester, and I'm using the hands-on experience that I've learned from working at Rufor to the classroom, and I'm able to understand it better.
That's a beautiful way to bring it all together and just come to that full circle. I mean, and that career exploration too, Dave, you talked about that a little bit earlier where you said sometimes we just come in and we are not sure what we want to do. And then, through the internships we go and we see how it really works in the real world, right? For lack of a better way of saying it. And just like Janice just said, and I realized, maybe that's not exactly everything that I want to do. Maybe I'm just going to start focusing on something different. So it allows you to really do some of that self exploration, career exploration, and really start paving that path for your career. So if you're interested in an internship, Dave, let's tell everybody where they can find information, how they can get in touch with you, where, they should contact you and everybody that works at Career Services here at HCC.
Absolutely. And I would add really quick, I love that story by Janice too, because just as we said before, an internship is that experience to say, yes, I like this, or no, I don't. And it's all part of the career development process, and that's okay. So rather than going getting your CPA and then learning, you learn at a point and you make a shift and you keep going. So I love that. But going back to where you can get support from Career Services, you can give us a call, 443-518-1340, or you could stop by RCF 302, come visit us, make an appointment with us. We have all different types of appointments. And if you speak with our front desk staff, whether it's a resume review, mock interview, trying to have help figuring out what you want to do for a career, looking for an internship, looking for a job, they'll set you up with the right appointment with the right person. So come see us. Also, I would plug our website very quickly too, howardcc.edu/career. There's a lot of great resources there. Some of them are just things that you can just click through and learn without even meeting with us. But if you'd like to meet with us, or if you have any questions, that's what we're here for.
And Lisa, we just heard this story of Janice and how impactful doing the internship has been. Talk to us a little bit about, that employer perspective and why employers should contact also community colleges and other educational institutions to create and offer these internship opportunities.
Well, we have done it for the last at least 6 years, and it's really rewarding. It's a great opportunity to teach someone about business that's a student and doesn't have experience. And one of the things we like to do at our company is have our interns sit with everyone that works here so they can understand our business. So it is really a learning experience. And we try to give opportunities not only to HCC students, we reach out to the community, to the high schools, to the other colleges in the area. And like I was telling you before, you don't have to be an accounting major. We've hired people here with marketing degrees and they're interested in learning. So we've placed them in other positions in the company. So I really feel like it's a great opportunity for employers to get students involved in their company. And especially in this market, it's harder to find people now. So this is a great place to go to engage with students. You get to talk to them. And it's not just the students that are interested in your job. You'll see people walking by at the job fair and they don't know where to go, and you get to talk to them. And one of the things that we've done is we've collected resumes, and if they're IT students, we have an outsourced IT department, and I'll take the resumes and send them to that company. So you just never know what opportunities you're going to find when you go to the job fair.
So definitely mark your calendars. Plan to come March 16. Dave, why don't you give us all of the scoop? Why don't you tell us, what people can expect when they come on March 16, how they can plan and get ready, because we've already learned the importance of coming ready and prepared, even to get your picture taken that day, right?
Mhm.
The date, the time, the location, and all of the important details of March 16th.
Yeah, so the first place that I would recommend starting is our website, howardcc.edu/job fair. That's going to have a list of the 85 plus employers that are attending, and they're actually organized by HCC pathways. So you'll see who's hiring from business, from social sciences, from STEM. So that's a really great way to plan the different organizations that you would like to meet with. And then gearing up for the event, definitely, you can come meet with us, have your resume reviewed. Having your resume ready and handy is a great opportunity for you to be able to hand that out to different recruiters. And coming to the event, we do have a check-in station for job seekers. And so we're going to be using the new Campus Groups app for HCC students so they could actually check in with the app. And we also open this event to the community members as well. And so, once you sign in and you're all registered as a job seeker, we do give you a floor plan handout so that you can see the names of the companies and what table number they are. They'll be on the first floor. They'll be on the second floor of the Galleria. And also toward the back near where the game room is, that's where the photographer will be for the headshot. So if you want to get involved with that, you could also sign up. But mainly to be successful, to practice, to be prepared. And at the same time, even though that might seem anxiety provoking, is just to relax, be yourself, and have a conversation. And establish those connections with recruiters. And the last thing I would say is to follow up, right? If you do get a business card, or if you do get some information, follow up with that particular employer and see what opportunities will exist afterwards for you.
Thank you guys so much for the information, for the conversation, for sharing time with me today. I really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And thank you everybody for listening, for watching, for being part of HCC, and for supporting us here on Live with Chris. Make sure you share, make sure you tell your friends, make sure if you know somebody who's looking for a job. I mean, Dave said that this is for community members as well. So if you know of somebody who's looking for a job, who wants to further their career, this is a great place and a great way for them to come and explore opportunities. So be well, stay connected, come to the job fair on March 16th. And until next time, I am Cris Oviedo.